Okay, good morning, everybody. We're back for our work session. Today is Thursday, March 2nd, 2013.
Hello.
We
Hi.
had taken a break to do some executive session stuff, and we are now back to finish up our regular work session. And I think next up on the line, we have...
I can't hear.
Supervisor, you're here, correct, on phone?
Yes, I'm just listening in. Yes,
Okay.
You can hear though, correct?
yes.
Okay.
Next up, we have building and planning matters surrounding the presentation of draft environmental impact statement, DEIS, by Jeff Seaman for the 203-213 East Main Street, and along with Greg Bergman.
So, want to come up, Jen?
Come on up, gentlemen,
All right.
and update us.
I like this, we're close.
All right.
So this is just a procedural update on.
Good morning, Jeff.
Bob, formally
Yep.
introduced.
Good to see you again.
So here, this is a procedural update on the site plan application for the 203-213 East Main Street project, also known as the Munchnick Building. This is a site plan application which is seeking to develop 4 vacant parcels of land on the south side of East Main Street in downtown Riverhead, with a 5-story mixed-use commercial building with below-grade and first-floor parking, ground floor commercial and retail space, and apartments on the upper floors, floors 2 through 5, totaling 165 units. This application has been floating around since, believe it or not, I believe 2017. The town board issued a positive declaration on May 1st of 2018, requiring the preparation of a draft environmental impact statement. The applicant had submitted a DEIS on, I believe it was in September of 2019. Jeff Seaman, who was retained by the town as an environmental consultant, reviewed that, found that DEIS to be inadequate for public review, and it was not accepted. He wrote a thorough memo detailing the reasons why it was not accepted and inadequate. So the applicant did submit a revised DEIS on January 20th of this year. Now, being that it is a revised DEIS, SECRA has certain timeframes for the lead agency, which is the town board, to either deem that adequate or detail the reasons why it's inadequate. Jeff did review it. He issued a memo, which the board received on February 23rd, essentially finding that the DEIS substantially conformed to the adopted final scope. So the next step in the SECRA process, I do have a resolution prepared for the lead agency to accept the DEIS. We will post the requisite notice in the DEC's environmental news bulletin. The DEIS would get posted on the website and distributed to involved agencies, and that really begins the public review and comment period. There will need to be a public hearing held by the lead agency on the DEIS. The date of that will be set at a later date. So this is really just a procedural step, being that we are under timeframes. The applicant did agree to an extension, just based on the date of submission of the DEIS, the timing of town board meetings. They gave us a slight extension. So we have to make a determination by March 9th. So the next town board meeting next week is on March 7th. Do have a resolution to accept the DEIS and order the requisite postings and distribution. And that public comment period is when we'll really get into the meat and potatoes of the DEIS.
I'm fine with it. I'm good.
Same here.
Are you good, Yvette?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. That's it.
Thank you.
Don't talk as much, please. You're taking up way too much time.
Try to keep
The
it
silent partner.
Yeah, it's silent part.
All right.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff. Good seeing you again. Thank you, Greg.
You got it.
Okay, last item before we go to resolutions is matters surrounding an update on the town square redevelopment. We're gonna try to get Dawn
Yeah.
Thomas on the phone.
Supervisor, do you want me to call Dawn's line, or can she hear from
You
your
want
line?
to ready? Yes, she said yes, she's ready.
She can hear on your line, correct?
Yeah, I can, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready.
We are ready.
Okay, so long overdue update on two projects, the Town Square project and also the TOD project. Not that nothing has been going on. There have been many meetings and discussions between staff and the developers on both projects, but a lot of it was hinged on what happened with the DRI funding and where it was allocated, which we learned in early January. So as soon as that started, we began, resuming meetings and settling out how the projects would be structured in terms of the public-private partnerships. So the TOD project, as you know, was funded $3.25 million, and then we received another $450,000 for the playground, $200,000 for the amphitheater, and we have private commitments of $150,000 for the amphitheater and the playground. So we met yesterday with Petroselli's team, and we have kind of hacked out a rough plan of how the funding would be distributed and how that transaction would take place. We're meeting again with them shortly, and in the meantime, the Town Square is being utilized. There's a new group that's been formed downtown with East End Arts, the Bid, the Chamber, Townscape, Suffolk Theater to coordinate events on the Town Square, so we'll be utilizing it in the meantime, but we think we should be able to get to a qualified and eligible sponsor hearing within the next month or two, a master developer agreement and a purchase and sale agreement. So that project is moving forward nicely now that the funding has been settled. And the TOD project, very similar. We discussed a little bit about that this morning, but I think I scheduled a pre-planning meeting, a pre-submission meeting with planning on that project, and it looks like we're going to be moving that forward also now that we have good understanding of what the funding will be. The parking garage on First Street, where we entered into an agreement with Level G to do feasibility for that, so we know how many spaces it will need to be, and we'll have to do some ground and soil sampling for that. We are meeting with National Development Council tomorrow to discuss options for funding and financing, but it looks like those things are also shaping up nicely. We just applied for, and I know you're aware, the RAISE grant for New York State DOT. The application was $25 million. There were three components of that project: the TOD project, including all the public spaces, the Town Square, some of the flood resiliency components, and also the connectivity between all of them using Complete Streets. I feel very good about the application we submitted. It was very solid because the projects now have really settled down a lot, and we know exactly what they are starting to look like. So I hope that is helpful, but more to follow on these projects soon, and I just wanted to make sure you knew where we were at and the public was aware of where we were at.
So we're moving forward. The money has been allocated, and all we have to do is send out agreements. And it looks like, as far as the DOT grant, we got so much support from Washington, from all the supervisors. We sought support from all the supervisors, and at different levels in organizations. So it's a solid application, and hopefully we're going to hear by the summer.
Great. Thank you, Dawn.
Dawn, is there any kind of timeline regarding the existing building that is still there next to East End Arts?
So, we have a going concern in there. Crafted is the business. We are working with that property tenant to see how, what the best way to move forward with him is. And when we figure that out, it looks, that property would be ready to be demolished. We're also going to be looking for funding for that through a grant called New York Restore this summer. And so it's potential that we could get $500,000 toward that demolition. Not in a real giant rush to demolish it because it is a going business, and but I think within the next year that project will be moving forward and we'll all be marching in a good direction.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yes, no problem.
Okay,
We have a meeting with the owner of Crafton on Monday, actually, to discuss some more options, so,
good, very good.
yep.
Anybody have any other questions?
We have updated like a generalized site plan, like a current idea outline that we are continually
I'm
can
sorry,
share
can you
with the
repeat that
public.
question?
And more updated site plan of the overall entire downtown
Yeah.
project. So as things are developing and changing, I just think it'd be
Yes,
nice to keep
so
updating that site plan,
That's
make it.
forthcoming. We saw a rendering yesterday and a draft yesterday at a meeting with Petroselli's development team, and I think we asked them to make a couple of changes before they bring it to you, which we expect within the next 2 weeks.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's picking up speed now. We not only was the DRI sort of a little bit of a delay just in terms of understanding where the funding was going and who was going to pay for what, but also we got really deep into that grant, and it took a full office effort for the better part of 6 weeks. So we were really trying to do it all, but not compromise the quality of the product there.
And Dawn, are there gonna be like continuously round table discussions like with the other vendors in town, such as like the Long Island Science Center? Like, how do we know that they're keeping up with the development to stay alongside with us? Like, how do we maintain a pace with everyone in the downtown?
We're waiting to hear from the Science Center. We spoke to them early in January, and I'm waiting to hear back from them with some of the things that they're looking for. I haven't heard back from them yet, but we're moving forward, on our side, and that will help them understand what is going to be able to be done on their side. So we're looking forward to hearing from them.
Just didn't know if any of our plans ever have to be updated or adjusted should funding not come through to other adjacent projects like the Science Center.
Oh, well, I think we're planning for the projects that we have funding for, and that's all we can do. And those projects that are nearby that need funding, we'll figure that out. But the more we move ahead and the more solid and developed our plans are, the easier it will be for them to get funding that they need.
Okay.
Very good. All set?
Yeah,
All
good,
right.
good. Thank you, Dawn.
Thank
Thank
you,
you very
Dawn.
much.
Fabulous.
Appreciate the
Thank you
update.
very much. Have a great afternoon.
You
You
too.
too. Okay, that brings us up to resolutions. So I will read the resolutions. No, we took care of that first. Yeah, we did that first. So we're all done with everything on the agenda. We'll do the resolutions. Resolution number 1. Appoints automotive equipment operator.
We can hang up there.
Yeah, you can hang up. Oh, we can hang up. Somebody can hang up.
Resolution number 2, appoints automotive equipment operator. And guess what? Resolution number 3 also appoints a automotive equipment operator. 3 in a row.
Good job.
These are all for the highway department, by the way. Number 4, appoints a maintenance mechanic 1. This will, we're hiring, subject to work with the senior center to do the maintenance on mobile homes and stuff that are requested through the senior center. They have the program where we send people out. It is subsidized. And the gentleman we're hiring has been working there part-time. We're going to make him full-time. And this is simply because the amount of work that is coming in for handicap ramps and gutter cleanings and different things, the type of jobs that they do, the list is getting rather lengthy. So most of that is subsidized via the, I believe it's Suffolk County Office of the Aging, if I'm not mistaken. And the rest of it, we had monies for that inside the senior center account. So they're going to be able to finish off paying for a full-time salary. Resolution number 5 authorizes purchasing agent to attend New York State Association of Municipal Purchasing Officials Annual Long Island Regional Conference. There is an expense. This is a total cost of $165 on the resolution, but there is a breakdown coming that we will have, I guess, prior to going to the town board meeting on what that $165 is. exactly for. They'll break it down for us, correct? Sorry?
It's a registration.
Oh, it's a registration fee?
And we put in the 165, but it'll probably, may be covered by scholarship.
Okay, okay, got it. Resolution number 6, authorizes town clerk to publish and post notice to bidders for streetlight and traffic signal mount maintenance repair parts. Pretty self-explanatory. Resolution number 7, ratifies authorization for supervisor to execute a license agreement with Scramble Incorporated to utilize runway at EPCAL. And this would be for Andre Baxter's event. He's only doing it 2 days, I believe, April 1st and April 2nd, with the rain dates of April 8th and April 9th. Resolution number 8, authorizes supervisor to execute an amended agreement with Civil Air Patrol. This was simply, we had the agreement with them, we're basically just changing the date, because the date that they had anticipated doing this, they had to cancel that, and the only thing that we're changing with this is just a new date for them to go up and fire off those rockets, Bob, up at the EPCAL property on the runway.
I'm glad they
Model
changed the
rockets.
date, I couldn't make the other one.
Civil Air Patrol came to us after I sent them the approved resolution. On their end, they didn't get approval through their government.
Can't hear you.
Sorry.
We
Oh,
can't.
you gotta come here, Aaron.
Civil
Yeah.
Air Patrol didn't get approval through their governing body prior,
In time.
in time. So we agreed to amend the date. The agreement will be the same.
Okay. Resolution number 9, resolution for repayment of wages made to employee in error. We had an overpayment to an employee with the town, and an agreement has been set up to make that payment back to the town. Resolution number 10, authorizes the Community Development Department to apply for Community Projects Grants Program, also known as Congressionally Directed Funding. We had to, this is a resolution we put up, but we had to make some housekeeping issues with this, in particular with the title of it. So it's been retitled, and it will come back up again now. We already did this, but we are changing we're changing the title around. So there was an error in the original title. Resolution number 11, authorizes town clerk to publish and post notice to bidders for food and meat products. It's for our senior center. Resolution number 13, cancels letter of credit posted by Novelli Contracting for drain layer in the town of Riverhead Sewer District.
You missed one.
You missed 12.
Did I
Yeah,
pick
yeah.
up 2 at a time?
Bob's letter.
I did. Oh, this is an important one, Mr. Kern.
Oh,
Accepts donation, resolution number 12, I'm sorry. Accepts donation for anti-litter program from National Grid. They've donated $4,300 to the town of Riverhead's anti-litter committee's effort to remove litter from within the town. So
well,
that's very,
yeah, that was to construct the fish I showed everybody a while back, where the kids can feed the fish in bottles and cans and stuff like that, so.
awesome. Resolution number 13, cancels letter of credit posted by Novelli Contracting for drain layer in the town of Riverhead Sewer District. Resolution number 14, resolution to dedicate and name the skate park at Stotsky Park in honor of Wesley Dean Ackley. He's a young man who passed away much too early, and he was a huge user and advocate for the skate park, so the board has decided to rename the skate park in his honor. Well deserved. Resolution number 15, Water District Capital Project 82224 budget adjustment. Resolution number 16, Water District Capital Project number 82303 for 203 to 213 East Main Street budget adoption. Number 17, Water District Capital Project number 82302 for 103-105 East Main Street, Tax map number 129-1-10, budget adoption. Resolution number 18 appoints a minibus driver. And as we've had discussion over the years, these are not shorter people that drive buses. These are regular people that drive minibuses. Mr. Wooten used to always mention that. Did this person have to be a certain height to get hired or under a certain height? No. It's a driver for a minibus for our senior center. Resolution number 19 accepts the resignation of an automotive equipment operator. Resolution 20 appoints a justice court clerk, filling the needs for retirements and people leaving the position in justice court. Resolution number 21 authorizes Lawrence M. Levy, DBA On-Site Productions, to provide additional audio-visual production services regarding the Board of Assessment Review hearing on May 16, 2023. Resolution number 22 ratifies salary increase for Justice Court Director. We had a Justice Court Director retire, and we are moving her replacement in and going to pay her accordingly. Resolution number 23 approves special event Chapter 255 application for the American Diabetes Association Tour de Cure. That's something they've done every year since I've been on the board here. Resolution number 24 approves special event Chapter 255 application Suffolk County Drill and Parade. This has to do with our Riverhead Fire Department and the drill parade that they do. I want to say, yes, it is July 8th and July 9th this summer. They set it up on Route 58 on their drill grounds up there, and they will have a parade come down. I think it's roughly from the racetrack down to the traffic circle, I believe, or thereabouts on Route 58. It's a big day. Resolution number 25 appoints a part-time court officer. Okay. Resolution number 26 authorizes free beach stickers to veterans and volunteer fire and ambulance department. So our beach stickers are now ready. They are in. They are handing them out and or selling them at the recreation department. And as we've done in years past, our veterans and volunteer fire department members and our ambulance department, any of those people qualify for a free beach sticker. So make sure you go down and get it. Bring your information with you to show that you are actually a member of one of those organizations, and you will get a free beach sticker. Resolution number 27.
Just,
Yep.
pause 1 minute, I don't see, Manorville Fire Department mentioned in here. Or Manorville.
Very good point.
Manorville
Yes.
Fire Department members are in the town of Riverhead, so this one needs to be adjusted.
Debbie, can you make a note of that we add Manorville to this resolution? Nice grab, Ken, thank you.
Thanks.
And last but not least, resolution number 27. Resolution accepting nunc-pro-tunc the resignation of Conservation Advisory Council member Mike Deem. We thank Mike for the time that he's given us, and he is leaving us at this point in time. And that's all I have for resolutions. And board members, unless you have anything else to discuss or any questions, that will be it for our work session agenda today.
Good.
Okay?
Excellent.
All right. That's it. Folks, thank you for tuning in, and
Sure.
we'll be here Tuesday for our board meeting. I believe it's a 2 o'clock meeting on Tuesday. So, thank you.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
All against?
No.